So every year we host a barbecue for our out of town friends. So majority of them stay over. So every year I take a few days and I do super deep clean because I've been ignoring the house the rest of the time. Now I've gotten over the years more attuned to how much time I need to accomplish these tasks, but it always depends on the particular the particulars of that life cycle. So luckily, I think this year I've had a little bit, I've had a lot more time to give myself in order to complete this task and not be feeling super stressed that I haven't gotten anything done at the end of it all. So I've started this roughly 2 weeks ago, but a lot of that was the outdoor stuff, a lot of pruning and weeding. But this week has definitely been a full scale indoor clean. Like I've done so much dusting. I don't usually dust, which I believe obviously is a big mistake, but yeah, it gets done when it gets done. We usually have people over like twice a year on one of the holidays, so I at least get the dusting done twice a year. So I did a like heavy deep clean of the dust, and I'm not like steam cleaning or anything. It's just vacuuming and like getting the little brush attachment and really getting the particulars out, certain wiping of certain things down. So now we're at the 11th hour and just doing the last minute things that I chose to leave to the last minute, like putting linens on bed because this way they'll get less dust settled on them. They'll have a fresher look. The children's rooms, which they'll give up for the guests, I couldn't do those until the final time because the kids are still sleeping in them. Oh my goodness, I'm doing this, trying to get the same length. I should have done it from the bottom, but here we are. Yeah, so the kids' rooms, I couldn't finish up until the last day anyway. So I'm just going to give you a taste of what that might look like for me when I have to clean the house. Or not clean, but tidy, to prepare for people coming over, sleeping over, having a good time. A lot of our furnitures we inherited, so they might not be ideal. Like I hate these little spindle beds because then you can't get your hands through them very easily. Beggars can't be choosers. Now it's been chilly these last nights here in August, late August, but not. You know, it depends on the people. Some are warm blooded and some are not. So I don't roll this up. I let them roll that up. All right, and then pillows. And then you hope people bring their own pillows, but some people are coming from further away, so they can't really do that. Not that I don't have enough pillows, but I know people would get better sleep if they had their own pillows with them. And I'm a minimalist. I'm not about covering the whole bed with pillows either. I don't like functionless appliances. Feels like. All right, that's. Oh, there's more pillows. I forgot. All right. Some people like pillows, so I gave them extra pillows. I do want to dust again in here because this was like the first room I did, and then it's been a while since I've touched it, so I do want to do some vacuuming. So I'll do that in silent mode for you. Put some music maybe. The main bathroom I've already gone through and did the deep clean, wiping down all the toothpaste and mopping the floor and definitely the toilet and scrubbing the tub. But since it is the main bathroom, it is constantly needing to be tidied. So I'll do that later. Next is, I think, just running the vacuum on the floor. I've already done the heavy dusting. This is one of the kids' bedrooms, so I'll do the linens another hour. Also, this room needs a little bit of dusting, a little more tidying. The girls' room being shared is the messiest. And yeah, the bed has to be made at some point. But these rooms won't be used until the next day, so I don't have to do the linens just yet. Well, I started to vacuum that first room and remembered I do have to vacuum the stairs, so let me do that first. I only do halfway because that's how far the vacuum reaches. And then I use another vacuum downstairs and do the other half from the bottom. So I lied. I do need to get this room fixed. I forgot 2 people were coming today. So yeah, this room does need to be taken care of now. Let me get the linens for this bed. You want to see my linen closet? I'm always curious how people do things. This is my method. Miscellaneous on top, fancy towels, or old towels in the middle, which is the ones most used. And then king size bedding, which is mine. And then the other bedding is queen and twin. And then miscellaneous at the bottom. And actually, that's where the vacuum is going to go whenever we store it, which is twice a year. All right, I need linens for that bed. Oh, yeah. Going with the gray, light gray. And then we'll figure out the top later. And I have comforters. Comforters are so annoying because they're so bulky. It's hard to store them, right? So this dresser holds miscellaneous things, but most importantly, it holds some of these are actually twin size um, comforters for one of the kids. So I'm just looking through this to make sure. Okay, I was looking for something which I did not find, so I think that's what I'm looking for down there. All right, so like I said, I already did the deep cleaning in here. Did I miss? Yep, I missed a spot with the dusting. Sometimes I do like to. Let's see if I can find it. Yep, there's what is this? Aromatherapy, eucalyptus and menthol oil, linen spray. It's just a fresh scent. And I'm not big on oils, scents. So this is just something I do for this occasion. It's also a good idea to open windows, although you do get dust situations too with that. I'm not usually super anal about these things. I was contemplating which pillows to use and which pillowcases. So I have to step away, but I have to wash these. And then these go. All right. Fortunately, this is for a king size bed, and this is a queen size bed. So this is a little too big, but we'll make it work. Just have to turn it over. Okay, there we go. Turn it over. Is that what I meant to do? No. No, it's not. There. Now this bed set is from my youth. Very, very old. Well, my teen years, not like my birth. Okay. All right, those. Guess we'll wash these. So this room I'm just gonna tidy for today. Ugh. This is not the right size for this bed, but it's just the kids' bed, so they're barely sleeping as it is. They mostly use it as a jumping space. So less laundry is better for the environment. Now, it wasn't my intention for this bed to be on the floor, but it took us a while to at the time there weren't any box springs available for free. So this is just what we ended up with, and it works fine, obviously, particularly the smaller the children were. Didn't have to worry about them falling off great heights. And then you also never have to have the conversation of, there's a monster in the bed. It's also why I leave the closet door open. There's no monsters in the closet either. What is it? What else do I need to do? Nothing really. It just needs to be tidied when it needs to be tidied. I just need to vacuum a little bit more. And for today, last is just my broom and just a vacuum, really. I'm not doing too much here because I really have more important things to be doing than my room. So I've done the obligatory dusting that I needed to. So the rest is just this for now. Well, I think I'm going to end it here. I've got laundry to do, garbage to sort. The whole downstairs is a huge can of beans. So, and like I said, I did most of the deep clean. The thing left over for today is the kitchen, which I'm still food prepping and stuff. So that's a slow process as it is. But the rest of the house has been as deep cleaned as it's going to get. We did a lot of power washing in the last other weeks outside the house, the patios. Like I said, the garden weeding and stuff. What else? Yeah, I wish I had the mental capacity to film those other things because those were definitely disgusting and would have been worth watching if you like that sort of thing, a before and after sort of thing. But there's always plenty of other days to capture those. It might just take a few months. Not that I do it on purpose. It just happens that way. Well, all right. Thanks for watching. Talk to you all again soon. Bye.